Welcome to Plot Twisted Spicy. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Shawn, and we're here to talk plot twists, questionable life choices,
and what happens when a story invites us to get in between the sheets.
We rate the spice,
judge the twists,
and ask the most important question.
Was it worth the chaos?
Start. This podcast is strictly for the grown and sexy. We talk about mature topics, use explicit language, and dive into some very adult situations with plenty of laughs along the way. Recommended for listeners 18 and older. Listener discretion is strongly advised. If you're still here, fluff those pillows. Let's get between the sheets.
Welcome to the recording. Hello, Tyler.
Hi, Shawn.
This is your automatic co-host, Shawn. I'm done now. I'm done.
What just happened?
Honestly, I don't know. I just really felt like being a robot. I don't really know at all what happened.
Did you enjoy it?
I did, yeah. I felt like Alexa.
All right, that's good.
Shut up. You loved it. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Shawn.
I'm Tyler.
And this is Plot Twisted Spicy. Hi, Tyler.
Hey, Shawn.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Good. What's up? What's new? What you reading?
Just got off of my week of vacation. So sad.
Yeah, today's your last day, right?
Last day before I head back to work.
I came from work, okay?
I know. I really can't be complaining.
I mean, you can always complain.
I will.
Good.
But yeah, so I just got off vacation, so I'm just kind of getting my mental space back into work mode. And for currently reading, I am re-listening to Tourist Season so that I can read our book club book for this month, which is Harvest Season.
Our first sequel.
Really good. Really good. I'm happy that we're doing the sequel. Because we've done it a couple times where we started the first book, but we've never made it to a sequel. This is the first one ever, and it was actually to a point when we found out it was coming out, we're like, we're reading it!
Yeah, we were excited to read it as a sequel.
So
I actually have it sitting on the table over here.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And so I'm listening to that to get ready for that book, but I'm also currently reading House Across the Lake by Riley Sager.
Was that a movie?
There have been movies that sound very similar to this book. Like, it's very much like there's a woman at a lake house and there's a neighbor across the lake. They know the neighbor, and then like something happens, and
it's like a thriller.
It's a thriller.
Okay.
But like, it was one of those things. I actually started reading the book right after our last podcast recording.
Okay.
Because I was just kind of like, you know what? I should pick up a book off of the shelf. And so I picked it up, and it was literally to a point where I was just kind of like, I read for my hour, and I kept wanting to read more.
Oh, I love that feeling.
And I'm like, I haven't had this in a while. Okay, I'll stay up a little later.
And then it was 1 a.m.
Yeah. And then it was late. But I haven't read it since then just because I've been trying to finish the books that we are obligated to finish.
We like our obligation, but yes.
We like our obligation books, so this one is just taking me a little bit longer because I've been trying to make sure that I'm finishing the books I need to on time. And so, but yeah, I'm excited about what's going to happen with that.
I know our friends are like, how do you guys read so much? I'm like, we have a schedule.
The schedule.
We must fit it into the schedule.
What about you? How are you? What are you reading?
I'm good. I'm been getting up consistently at 5 a.m. for 20 days now.
Nice.
Which has been really good, but I usually like really want to nap at like 1 o'clock. I'm like a baby. I'm like ready. I'm like, I need a break. But it's been really good so far. I am kind of in between a few books. So I'm reading Assistant to the Villain and Harvest Season as physical books, also for book clubs. Mm-hmm. And then I just finished Guard in the Garden, which I loved. And if you were a person who is a cozy reader and liked books like, what's ever that coffee one is I always talk about and never remember the name of.
Oh shit.
I know. I want to say Tempest and Tea Leaves, and that's not it, but that is a book I've heard of.
I
know. I've read too many cozy books now I can't think of the name of it.
Legends and Lattes?
Yes, thank you, Jesus Murphy. Legends and Lattes. It gives me that vibe. So this is I believe he's an American. It's a male author.
Okay.
Which I don't read a lot of male authors anymore because they haven't. You know what? I've read 2 this month, so actually we're getting better. Good job, boys. I can't think of his name right now, but it's called The Guard in the Garden, and it's really good. It's written by, I believe he's an American, but he may not be, but he was a soldier. He was in the army. And so after he left the army and was dealing with like PTSD and other things, he used writing as an outlet, and he wrote this book about this guy who was in an infantry he's like, it's a fantasy book. So he's like a dwarf, I think. And he gets injured in battle. So injured, in fact, that he's like in the hospital for like months. And he was riding like a magical animal, and his magical animal and him were bonded, and the animal didn't make it because it basically saves his life. So he feels very alone, and he's stuck in the hospital, and he has like nightmares and PTSD and stuff, and he's like dealing with that. And he basically can't go back to the army because one of his injuries just isn't healing, and nobody knows why. So he has a cane, and he can't like do anything, but he's really like not sure what's next. And he ends up as a guard in like this small town. And in this small town, there's like a garden and these families, and like it's all about like healing in this world. And it's really good. And I cried. Good tears. I really enjoyed it. And I have had it on my Audible like wish list for a while, and I finally just caved and got it the other day with a credit, even though it was on sale. It's on sale for like $15 if you guys want it, just so you know. But it was really good. It was really worth it. It's like an 8-hour book. It was so fast. And I listened at 1.5 speed, so I was done it like, it felt like so quickly. And I just finished it before I came here. So that's what's like right on my mind, like fresh in my mind. I rated it 5 stars. So
that's great.
Honest review for those of you who listened to the last episode. Anyway. Yeah, it was really good. And so now I'm going to be going back to Crescent City because my Spotify hours reset tomorrow.
What day is it tomorrow?
The 20th.
Mine don't reset until the 24th.
Okay, you have more time to wait.
Yes.
Yeah, I purposely listened to as much of Crescent City as I could, knowing it would get cut off because it's such a long book.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's fine because I'm not that into the 3rd book of the Crescent City series. So I was like, it's fine. I'll use it on Spotify because I hate that Spotify hours don't roll over.
Yeah.
So
what I found out is so you know how they now do the extra top-up hours? Those roll over.
Well, I hope so.
So it's actually, so instead of like a one-time payment of the top-up hours, they've now are doing this thing where you get an extra 15 hours every month, but those extra 15 hours will roll over until like, I think it's like a year to use them up or something like that.
But that's if you pay for the extra 15 hours. The original 15 hours, they don't roll over.
It seems like the original doesn't roll over, but if you pay for the...
it's atrocious though. It's like really expensive for like 15 hours.
Yeah, I think it's like $13, $14. It's basically $1 an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. You pay like $15.99 a month for a credit on Audible, and you get like, that's for any length of book. So that's highway robbery.
Highway robbery.
Robbery Spotify. So yeah, so that's what I'm reading.
I like it.
Yeah. We are gonna, I guess, jump right into it today.
Yes.
For anybody who hasn't read the book, we read Big Enough to Bite. From here on out, if you haven't read the book, there will be spoilers because we're doing like our version of a deep dive.
Yes.
So pause it, go read it, come back, listen to our other episodes. There's lots of great books we've already read that you've probably already read. If not,
go read those ones, except for Candied.
Don't read that. I was going to say sit back, relax, and enjoy, but you don't read Candied. Listen to that episode, but don't read it.
Don't do it.
Flashbacks. So many flashbacks. Okay, Tyler, hi.
Hi. So, I'm going to read us the synopsis. I'll give you all the information about the book, read the synopsis, and then we'll go into part 1. So, the book that we read, that we're reviewing today, is Big Enough to Bite by Andy Finichel.
Yeah, I would have said Finichel.
Okay. Finichel. It is 117 pages, but when you actually finish the book, it's 108. I remember that. It is only available on Kindle Unlimited unless you buy from like the author and their website.
Yep.
And then the average ratings is 4.27 stars. I didn't write down how many reviews were there though. So usually I write down how many reviews and then the star rating along with it, but I didn't do that this time.
You keep going, I'll find it.
And then
28. There are 28 reviews and 412 ratings.
There you go. So 28 reviews and 412. 412?
Yeah.
412 ratings.
At a 4.27.
Yes, and that is the average. And so the description of the book is, in a town full of monsters, love might be the scariest thing of all.
You're doing great.
It does, so on Goodreads it does this every time where they say the person's name and does it, but it doesn't say it as in like this person
You
is
almost
saying
need it
it
bold because it's doing a perspective.
Yeah.
It's like Sam.
So this is Sam's perspective. Harmony Glen's been my home since the town welcomed my kind with open arms. It's safe haven for monsters like me. It's been fun living amongst the humans. Over time, all types of people have begun calling this place home. Now there's a new vampire in town. She walks through the park at night, sometimes singing soft, haunting melodies. Her voice hooked me from the first note. I watch from the shadows, drawn to her. So when she asks me to build a stone wall in her garden, I say yes fast. I lay bricks day by day and try to win her over with charm, but she's slow to trust. I saw a C, not an S, so I was very confused there.
Slow to trust.
That's why I was like, what? I long to uncover the secrets of her past and be a part of her future. Maybe a giant isn't what she's looking for, but my heart's already hers whether she wants it or not. And now this is Mary's perspective. I was born in 1869 in a small Romanian village. My people were wanderers. After I was turned into a vampire at 20, I left my family, but not by choice. My maker was a monster in more ways than one, and it took me decades to escape him. The great revelation exposed us to the world. Fear and curiosity followed. I searched several lifetimes for a place to belong. Harmony Glen is the first town that might actually feel like home. The creatures and humans here are kind even when I'm not. It might have been a mistake to invite a giant into my garden, but I couldn't resist. He's steady, gentle, and strong in every way that matters. He makes my fangs ache, and he might just be big enough to bite.
Yeah. That's the synopsis.
Yes. So that is the synopsis. I don't know are you ready for
Oh, I'm ready.
part one?
So did you have a first impression of this book before I get into part one? Because we usually do a quick first impression.
So for my first impression, I enjoyed the book. There were a few things that I was like, well, but I enjoyed it overall.
Okay.
You?
Two monsters with almost no depth fall in love.
Yeah.
I did not like this book. I thought this book was awful. So my overall thoughts before jumping in were that the book was lacking depth and the writing was choppy, rigid, and awkward the entire time, which is very funny because in our last book review episode, when we were reading Pounded by Produce, I talked about how GM Ferry is really good at writing in a way that doesn't make it feel like, I have feelings, they're big, I like to talk about them, I don't like to talk about them, I'm scared. This book is the exact opposite of that, in my opinion. So anyway, we start our journey off in the beginning at Harmony Glen with Giant Boy and Vamp Girl. And basically, she is new to town, but somehow already has a house because everybody just gets a house as soon as they move to Harmony Glen. Apparently, real estate's just abundant. So he's a mason, and she is looking to have this weirdly odd wall put up that I found every time it was described. I was like, is it L-shaped? Is it curved? Anyway, she wants a wall put up, and on the edge of the wall, like where the two walls meet, it's actually two walls, she wants like a meditation tower put in, and she's hiring Sam, the giant, to put this in. Before you even know any of this, Sam is obsessed with her already. He's basically stalking her at night, not on purpose, because he's foraging, wink, wink, and she is out at night because she's a vampire, but also it's not that she can't be in the sun, it's just that her skin is extremely sensitive to sunlight.
Yeah.
So she's happier at night. She tends to go into the park because she doesn't eat human blood, she eats animals. So she's hunting at night and he's foraging, and he's immediately obsessed with her and in love with her. She knows he's watching because she can smell him. This ensues. She hires him to build the wall with the meditation space. He loves her singing, and he asks her out like super quickly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This happens very quickly. He like goes there to lay bricks, and he's just like immediately like, "You're very beautiful. I love your voice. Let's go on a date." And she's just kind of like, "I shouldn't. I won't. I can't." Yes. Like,
yeah. There's a lot of that in the book where
very quick,
where he's very persistent, and she's like, "No." Then yes.
It's the same thing I keep running into with these FMCs. It's true. And there are full sentences in this part of the story where it's like, "I just can't, but I can't deny myself." Well, then you can.
Yeah.
You can. It's not can't. Give me a little more internal struggle here.
Yeah.
So this happens. They go out on a date. You find out she can drink wine. She doesn't eat, but she can drink wine.
Yeah.
He drinks wine with her. He's a very sweet, accommodating boy. They both dress nicely. He starts building the wall. And then on this date, he basically tells her she can bite him. Like,
yeah,
1 minute into this date, he's like, "No, I'm not human, so wouldn't it be great?"
I'm not affected by thrall and all that kind of shit.
Yes,
So
I'm a
he's
giant, so I can't be put under a thrall.
Yeah.
I'm a giant, so I'm tougher than I look. I'm a big, strong man. You can bite me. And that happens. She leaves the date and just like doesn't talk to him, avoids him for, I think he maybe makes it 2 days, even though he's like,
yeah,
building her wall and he's obsessed with her. And he finally is like, "We need to talk about this. Obviously, there's something between us." And she's like, "There can never be something between us because I'll have to leave at some point." Blah, blah, blah. He like gets into her space and he's like, "I don't know, like, why can't you let somebody in? Why can't you stay?" And then they sleep together, but they don't. She like bites him and he comes and she loves his blood, but they don't technically consummate, but it's sex to them.
Yeah.
That scene was a little confusing to me.
I was trying to figure that out. It's because at first I was like, "Oh, they're gonna bone. They're not boning, but they're not."
Bone.
But then it was a lot.
They don't technically bone in the traditional sense of a male-female relationship.
Yeah.
However, it is a very mind-blowing experience for both of them. She finds his blood like an aphrodisiac. What a shock. He thinks her bite is like the greatest thing since any orgasm he's ever had because he's a guy. And they go to sleep together, but then she leaves and he gets up alone. And that's kind of where we end off because it ends, technically we went to 39, but I went to the end of the chapter.
Yes, that's what I did too.
So that's what happens. I thought I was, because there's favorite early moment. I thought I was really gonna like his crush and he was gonna have like a stalker vibe and he was gonna be the sunshine to her grumpy.
Yeah.
And I had like really high expectations for this like kind of drawn out little dance while he's like, she's watching him mason her wall and like his rippling muscles and da 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 da. And at night he goes out to forage and he's too shy to maybe ask her out, but he really like loves her music and gets her flowers. And like I thought it was gonna be this like little bit of a chase. And then no, it's really fast and really shallow to me.
Yeah.
So quickly, and I didn't none of it was believable because there was no personality.
I felt like we could have used this section to actually get to know the characters more. I did not. This section was the section I was kind of bored.
I
I was bored. Like, a lot of stuff happened because it was like things kept happening after another. It was like, and then he did this, and then she said no, but she said yes,
and it was written like that.
Yeah, and that's very like my notes are basic. Like me writing down my notes was basically how it was written.
Yeah,
like it was like, and then she did this. And then she did that.
Yeah.
And then he did this.
Mary walks into the room.
That.
Mary is wearing a pink blouse that sets off the color of her eyes, is more detailed than what's actually in it.
Yeah. It is a superficial.
I think this was their first book.
I think so. I never looked it up.
I didn't look it up, but I would be shocked if this author has written like 15 other books, because this to me feels like adolescent writing. And if my friend wrote this book, I would be like, you have a long way to grow. But man, I love your imagination. You could expand on this for your next draft.
Yeah.
Adjectives.
Was there anything early that you liked about this book?
I liked Sam. That's his name, isn't it?
Sam. When I first read the book, he kind of reminded me of, like, I was getting Samwise Gamgee vibes.
So was I.
Okay.
Even though he's like a giant.
I know. Well, that's the thing. He's supposed to be a giant, but just like the way the personality was and the mushrooms and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was to the point where I actually went to look up if the chick he ended up was married, but it's not. It's Rosie.
Yeah, he married Rosie, yeah.
And so I was just kind of like, I wonder if this was like, at first when I was reading the section, I thought maybe there was an inspo there. But
Sam's a gardener, so not a mason. Come on, Tyler.
I know.
But I get what you mean, and that's the thing. When I first started, I was like, oh, I'm really going to like this guy.
Yeah.
Because he gives me Sam vibes, and Sam is the hero of Lord of the Rings, and I love him. So I was really excited about it. I also am a sucker for when he is like immediately obsessed and in love with her.
Yeah.
I love that usually in a book. So I was like, oh, he's obsessed with her. This is going to be really good, and like he's going to earn her. He's going to like win her kind of vibes. But like it was so fast. He was like, she's slow to trust, and we're boning. She hasn't bitten any humans in over 100 years. Bites her within a day. Like bites him within like a day.
Well, I think I actually wrote down they're doing this at 25%. This is probably the quickest we've had in a story.
Yeah, and 25% is like 20 pages.
Yeah.
So, because of the length of this book, like it was within 20 pages, which isn't incredibly quick. And we've read novellas where these things can be dragged out a little bit or written in a way that feels more yearny, or like the yearn that was written was robotic. It wasn't real yearn. It was very robotic to me. And their attraction to each other felt fake. It didn't feel genuine to me reading it. And I was like, he's obsessed with her. She plays piano. Okay. Next.
Basically the only early moment that I liked in it was when he was contemplating in the shower, and then all of a sudden he's just like, why do you like me?
Yeah.
Shows up. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that, you know what, I'd give you that. But that was him.
Yeah.
Why are these FMCs letting me down, Tyler?
I don't know.
People are writing these really wooden women.
Like, that was something that I did notice in this book, that I was just like,
again.
I feel like this is
again
a theme.
But why is it so hard? Most of these are written by women.
I wonder if authors are trying so hard to like have it so, because I think some people are over like, oh, the woman taking care of the man in their trauma and stuff like that. So they want to do like trauma for her to try to help her out and stuff.
But then write it with some depth. Yeah. She can have trauma. She can be the badass. She can be the quote unquote male or masculine energy of the story.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to write it, why write it?
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like, they didn't do her justice then, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, she's 100 years old, but she has no personality of any kind.
Yeah.
She just figured out she could teach singing, like, music somewhere on the... Now I guess she's been out running this dummy. That's the other thing, guys. She's on the run from her sire.
The whole... Because, like, what they were trying to get at was that she's been on the run for so long, so she doesn't feel like she can belong anywhere. And, like, there's certain things that she says in the book, too, Sam, and I was like, you're such a bitch.
Kind of is. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it was in this section or in the section that I'm about to talk about, I can't remember what it was, when she was just kind of like, oh man, like, you're so nice, when are you gonna show your true colors? And I was like, you dumb bitch, you're saying that while he's building a stupid tower for you.
Yeah, well, I guess she's paying him for that, but
I don't care.
I think that, so we're used to like the grumpy sunshine trope, and I know a lot of authors are trying to flip that so that she's grumpy and he's sunshine.
Yeah.
Which I like. We call him the golden retriever, whatever.
We love a golden retriever.
But you have to write her properly. Yeah. Like, and I know it's very easy for a grumpy woman to sound like a bitch, but I think it's also equally achievable to write a grumpy woman as a grumpy woman. Like, we read The Christmas Tree Farm, and she was awful.
Yeah,
like, she was just a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
that was pretty bad. And I felt bad because I was like, these are usually better.
Oh, whatever. I just remember reading it and going, why is she so mean? Like, she's lonely or whatever. It's the same thing with this girl. Like, mean isn't a personality trait. Yeah. It's a character flaw.
Yeah.
And personality traits and character flaws can be easily blended when you don't know how to write a specific thing you're trying to get across, I guess. And I find that people are really struggling to write a grumpy FMC or like a broken female FMC. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone with a traumatic background, like, you can do that while also making her, like, workable and likable.
Like, I'm trying to think of the last female main character I liked in one of our books. Scream for Me, I think.
And she was funny as hell.
She was funny as hell. Girl got off on terror, too, so...
Good for her.
I know, right? Way to live your life.
I guess Tannis wasn't...
I didn't really love Tannis.
No.
Tana was that too hick of a cut. Anyway... I'm really hoping our next book, maybe I'll like the woman, but it's getting frustrating. I'm feeling a little bit sexist. I feel like I just hate women. I don't like it about myself right now.
You woman hater.
I guess I'm a vampire hater, but anyway, that was the beginning. I was pretty begrudgingly upset reading this. I was annoyed because I really thought it's Harmony Glen. It's always adorable. We're going to have a great, sweet read.
But that's it, and that's the thing, because there's going to be so many different authors. There's going to be books that we enjoy and books that is just like,
yeah, like the FMC and Hiss and Tell, way better.
She was great.
Aspen, way better.
I liked Margate too.
Yeah, Margate was good. Yeah, that's book 9. But yeah, so we have women we like, but Mary...
I see what they were trying to do with Mary, but it does fall
flat. Anyway, so that's the beginning.
Right.
I'm frustrated.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Tyler. Why are you sorry? Did you write it?
No.
Is this your pen name?
Definitely not. Definitely not, no. So at the beginning of part 2, we start with Sam waking up alone after they made love. So stupid. Because that gets said so much in this book. It's like, we were making love. I was like, shut up.
Feels like making love.
I've just never liked that term. I think it's weird. I get it as like it's supposed to be like very like cutesy and endearing, but like
no, I don't like it either.
I'm not a making love gal. So yeah,
I'd be fucking.
Anyway, Sam wakes up after many times of making love, is what it quote.
So well written,
and is very chill about it. He goes to visit Mary at her little meditation tower and tries to be flirting very hard with her and tries to be very nice to her. And Mary is basically like, hell no. Mm-hmm. Like, hell no, I'm a bitch. No way. And Sam basically just doesn't take no for an answer, and he's like continuing to flirt, and then it's just kind of like, we're going to the farmer's market. And
get your bag.
And she reluctantly goes. And she's like, I'm a vampire, and people aren't going to like this, so you're going to see what it's like to see me in a town of non-vampires, blah, blah, blah.
She's basically like, you're going to see what happens, and you're going to feel terrible.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'll see.
Yeah, and I literally have blah, blah, blah. Because I want to say blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah. Never said this in my life.
Blah, blah, blah. Well, and then while Mary and Sam are at the market, basically she starts warm up and starts people watching everybody and is just like fascinated.
She's sucked into it all because she's never really been in her 100 years, I don't know how long it's been since the monsters were outed.
Yeah.
But in 100 years, she's never been in a place like this.
Yeah. So she's doing a whole bunch of people watching. And then what happens is a mother, Lori, and her 2 daughters, Dorothy and...
The other twin.
The twin, Vivian?
Vivian, probably.
I could be wrong.
They're actually really cute.
Yeah. But they go up to her and the girls are like very shy. It's like, Mommy, can I go talk to her? Can I go talk to her?
Can I ask her?
Yeah. And the mom is just kind of like, hopefully this is okay. And so the girls and the mom basically are like, we hear you every day on the piano. We hear you singing. We think you have a lovely, we love listening to your music. It's the best part of our day. Do you do music lessons?
And this is all coming from Sam's perspective, which I liked.
Yeah. Being able to observe this. And yeah, Sam is basically observing her as she's doing the people watching and stuff like that, being like, okay,
is she all right?
Yeah, but just trying to give her space and letting her just take everything in, which was lovely. And so basically Mary is just kind of like, basically never even thought about doing anything like that, and actually talks to Mom and is like, you feel safe with me being with your daughters? And she's just kind of like, yeah, I'll sit in on the first session or so, but
otherwise
don't
eat them.
I'm quite okay, especially if you're coming to Harmony Glen, you want to be a part of a community basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought that scene was very nice, and everyone she's just kind of like, oh, and is kind of a little chipper afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And so Mary accepts this deal with the mom and the daughters about potentially doing music lessons with the girls. And then Sam is just kind of like, oh, hey, we're going to go look at views. And then we don't go to the views with them.
Nope.
And because he's just like, and then we're going to go for a ride for the views. And then she's like, okay, I guess. And then all of a sudden it's like, we come back. And I'm like, oh, we didn't even get to go. Why did we do this? That was one where I was like, oh, we could have at least gone. And then Sam and Mary got back from the views and went to Sam's house, where they were feeling good, and Mary starts to open up a little bit more about her past, where she's like, I was a wanderer and when I was a human, so I've never stayed at a place at one time, and it really prepared me for being a vampire, always being on the run, blah blah blah. Just basically she's never settled down anywhere, and just kind of talking to Sam about it. And Sam is Sam, and so he's very understanding and very comforting and all that kind of stuff. And which leads basically to her drinking his blood, giving him a blowy, him reciprocating, and then they bone.
Yeah.
And then after that session happens, Mary starts crying because she hasn't felt this happy in a long time since she was 20. So before
she was human.
Yeah, since before she became a vampire.
Yeah.
And then this leads to her opening up more about how she was basically bought and gone to the opera, and then she talks about the vampire that turned her, Pierre, found her at the opera and basically was courting her and all this kind of stuff, until he was just kind of like, will you marry me? And she was like, yeah, and then he just turned into a vampire.
Yeah, he proposes to her basically to get her alone.
Yeah.
So that he can basically almost kill her, and then give her the choice of dying or becoming a vampire. And at the age of 20, she's like, well, I'd really like to not die.
Yeah.
So he churns her and then basically locks her in his home, and she feeds off humans while she's figuring out
Yeah, because so she becomes a vampire, and then she drinks human blood until she basically can control it herself, and then she starts rebelling against him and being like, not doing that.
Yeah, she doesn't want human blood anymore.
And then so she's basically just imprisoned with Pierre until somehow one of her old friends...
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah, somehow one of her old friends saves her, and then she's basically been on the run ever since. And that's basically the gist of it.
She somehow contacts somebody in a time before phones, in a house where she's literally a prisoner.
And not allowed to leave. So I don't know how that happened. I wish there was more detail on that and how to figure that out. But
yeah.
I think it would have been better if she found out how to get out on her own, rather than just the simpleness of oh, I had a friend.
Well, it could have been as simple as because he's a cocky, really old vampire. One day he just accidentally leaves and doesn't lock the door because he's so confident she's not going to leave.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, she takes advantage of that opportunity and runs and never looks back. Doesn't pack a bag. I left with the dress on my body and I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
it would have been, and even if there was a friend, if there was like a way to kind of tell that a little bit more, but I don't think that was necessary, and it just didn't make sense if she was imprisoned in the house or a castle, or was he in a castle or a house?
he was in like a mansion.
That one. And so, again,
The whole thing is just a little confusing and like has holes, like plot holes.
it's clunk.
It's very clunky. The only thing Sam cares about is if she's married to him or not.
Yeah,
He's like, "Did you marry him?" She's like, "No." He's like, "Sweet."
that's it.
That's really all he cares about.
And then after that, he's very understanding. And then Mary
He calls her brave.
calls her brave. She admits that she cares for him, even though she shouldn't. And then life goes on and continues. He continues building her tower. She's doing music lessons. Equals life is good. They have a wine night where S gets a random text message from Gabe saying that he gave Sam's number to a girl who also wanted, another female who wanted masonry work. And Sam was like, yeah, okay, sounds good. Thank you for thinking of me, blah, blah, blah. And just kind of moves on. But while they are hanging out, he starts thinking to himself about like, furniture for my vampire lady. And then she's basically, what are you thinking? And then he admits that to her, and then she goes on the defensive. And it's just kind of like, well, just like, no, like, this isn't it. Like, we just have today. I'm not staying long, blah, blah, blah. And then he confesses that he's in love with her. They bone.
Yep.
And then she confesses that she's in love with him. And then it moves forward to her tower and how much she loves her tower.
Well, she moves in with him, right?
They talk about moving in together, but I didn't think they did at this point, did they?
Oh, they do at some point. Her house just becomes like her office.
Yeah. Well, I just have it fast forward to like she's at her tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
No, whatever. Basically, like, life goes on. She loves her tower. Life is good. Then, like, while she's, like, in her garden in the tower and is, like, getting ready to kind of head over to Sam's house, she senses another vampire. And that's when we meet Tilda, who is...
I like Tilda.
I like Tilda.
Continue.
Yeah. Tilda was sent by Pierre to go looking for Mary, and basically is just kind of like, I found you over a month ago. I've been watching you for this long, and I can't hold off any longer. I have to let him know that you're here, but I'll give you a head start to leave.
Yeah, run.
And then Mary is just kind of like, well, you can leave with me too. Like, you can go too. Like, we can both just go. And she's like, no, I can't. And then
she touches her neck.
Yeah. And then,
like, no, I can't go.
Yeah. And then Sam shows up and he's just kind of like, who dis? And then finds out that comes from Pierre, and he's just kind of like, oh, so you're friends with him? And she's like, nope, not even a little bit.
Nope, I'm not friends with him at all.
And basically Mary's like, I gotta go, and he's just kind of like, no, don't go. And then
he begs her to stay.
Yeah, and Tilda's like, I'm gonna go, and and Sam is just like, you both don't have to go. And Tilda dips anyway. She's like, I'm out of here. Like,
but she doesn't go too far.
No, she doesn't go far away at all. But so Mary and Sam are trying to like figure things out, and then Sam gets a text message from Pierre, basically, you have something that's mine. And Pierre is like, basically like, nah, not yours. Ha 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 ha.
Sam.
Yeah. Sorry, Sam.
The text message back and forth, it gets Sam really mad because the vampire guy is like, you have something that belongs to me, and if you give her back, like, I won't, like, raise your town to the ground, basically. Yeah. And Sam responds with, like, never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or something like that, which I was like, that's right.
You correct. And then Sam calls the police to report it, and then the police come over, they give their statements. They're trying to be very helpful by doing, like watching over their house and everything like that, and trying to do stuff like that. And
has he already called his friend at this point?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Sam,
I should just listen.
Sam starts talking to Mary and starts giving his knowledge on vampires, and she's like, well, how do you know this? And he's like, oh, well, I have a vampire friend named Ian Radu. Ian?
Yeah, Monsieur Radu.
Mr. Radu. And she's just like, you know who that is? And it's because he is like daddy vampire. Like he's
one of the 6 original vampires.
One of the 6 original vampires, and is responsible for siring a whole bunch of other vampires at one point. And so she was just like, how do you know this person? And tells her about his backstory, about like knowing him back in the day, and they were friends, and like turns out they have each other's numbers.
This is Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo. And then Sam says, oh, well, let's go for a drive.
Yeah.
And then on this drive, he's just kind of like, let's make a phone call. And they end up calling, is it Eon?
Jan, yeah.
Eon?
They call him on speakerphone.
Call him on speakerphone, and like they talk to him a little bit, and he basically says like, whatever you need help with, I'll help you, kind of thing. But he also gives knowledge of that. He knows who Mary is and like who her sire is. And
not only that, he's like, we're basically family. You're my granddaughter. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, because of the vampire siring, not because of actual blood.
Yeah.
He's like, I sired some people that sired you, boo-boo, so we're family. I'll do anything for you. And I was like, what? Dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so he says to Sam, like, I'll take care of it. And Sam's like, okay.
He's like, okay, sounds good.
See you later.
And then, so that's basically where I end off, is like that phone call.
Yep.
What were your biggest surprises in this section so far?
For me, I think the biggest surprise was Tilda's tracker. So Tilda, like, it's hinted at, she touches her neck. Basically, she's not in, they say like she can't be enthralled. They want to help her, right? So I was like, oh, that's nice. And like the fact that he sent someone else to find her instead of just coming himself, I thought that was interesting, considering with her, he had her locked, like not locked up, but like basically confined to their home.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have trackers back then.
So darn true. So true, Bessie. So that, Tilda in general was surprising to me. And then I was like, I actually like her because they say she's not just a vampire, like she's a bit different. There's something about her. So I was intrigued by her, and I liked kind of her surprise add to the story. I thought it was hilarious that he just called Big Daddy Vamp and was like, hey, big buddy, I need your help.
Yeah.
Big Daddy was like, anything for you. I come down from the mountains.
I got you.
Because he lives up in like the middle of absolute nowhere.
Yeah, basically.
What about you?
So for me, I find with a lot of these short stories, they'll bring up like characters from like somebody's past, and they don't actually like come to fruition. So that was one that I was like having Pierre actually be a part of the story. I actually liked.
Yeah, that he's back.
Because I find a lot of the times, especially since these are short stories, that they'll bring up people from the past, but it's more so like the past trauma from them, and not actually them trying to coming into the story
for them.
So I was just so that was kind of big twist for me, and it was one of those things where I was like, oh, like I actually like thank you for doing that, because I'm like I said,
oh, it needed something, because if it was just the story we had, I was gonna yeet my Kindle.
Yeet it. So I did like that part, and I just thought I thought it was interesting that Sam just so happened to know Daddy Vampire, or Big Granddaddy Vampire.
Yeah, he's like, we lived up in the mountains, and giants happened to be like solitary creatures. We just like made friends. I was like, oh,
yeah,
all right.
So those were kind of biggest surprises for me, and then character that changed the most. I guess.
Technically, I'm going to say Mary.
That's what I have too, just because she's actually opening up and seeing a future there. That's because Sam is like even.
Yeah.
Mary is actually like growing as a character.
She needed to.
Yes.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah, for sure. The ending is basically, so this is like off scene or off camera, but they basically hatch a plan to like catch Pierre. And they go to Tilda's place. They find her because Mary guesses where she is based on where she would go. And they kind of talk to her and they're like, why didn't you turn me in sooner? And Tilda's like, well, I like wanted to taste this freedom.
Yeah.
And they get the vibe check and they're like, okay, she's a good person. Like she's just in a really bad situation. So they're like, we're going to get you out of this. And she's like, how can you? He's so old. He's so strong. You can't. I'm enthralled forever. And they're like, no, we're going to save you. And then they hatch a plan that you don't like fully know what's going on. However, it is hinted to on the phone call between Big Daddy Vamp and Sam, because Big Daddy Vamp is basically like, I trust you that you can take care of this, Sam, but I'm going to come help anyway. So you're kind of like, oh, giants have more going on than just being tall. And so Sam and Mary kind of just like go about living their lives, and Mary has like a million panic attacks. She's like, it's crazy that Sam is just so calm. It's crazy that Sam is so relaxed when any minute our lives are going to be ripped out from under us. So that all happens, and then Pierre eventually does show up, and they're like just in the garden or something. They're at her meditation thing.
Yeah,
they're like outside in her meditation thing, and Pierre shows up with Tilda behind him, and he basically says like, come with me, and she's like, Sam's like, no, and he's like, well, you're gonna come with me or I'm gonna raze this town to the ground. And then Sam, like, I think he hits him first, or he throws him against a tree.
Throws him against a tree,
and then the police are there. And one of the policemen is a Yeti or a werewolf. A Yeti?
I thought it was a Yeti.
I think he's a Yeti. The Yeti guy is like, hey man, like you promised you weren't gonna kill him. And Sam's like, he needs to get put down. But he doesn't. And then Pierre acts like a little bitch, essentially. So Sam like slams him against the tree again and like breaks bones, and I was like, yes. And then he's passed out, and then Sam's like, he's not dead. Mary panics and she's like, put duct tape over his mouth, don't give him blood. And the sheriff is like, well, I don't feel right about like having him suffer.
Yeah.
And she's like, if you give him blood, he's going to kill everyone. And the sheriff's like, right, all right, no blood. No blood.
JK.
No doctors, no blood, everything's fine. So they take him to the station, and then Sam doesn't want him. Sam's the only one strong enough to basically be his guard. So Sam goes to the police station, Mary goes to the police station. I think the girls were there at one point, the twins.
Yeah, the twins the twins ran up to Mary and was like, are you okay? Are you okay?
So during the altercation, the twins run up and Mary is like fiercely protective of them and doesn't want them to get hurt. And so they end up at the station. Tilda's kind of just like there and is like all lost and confused and doesn't know what to do. And then, so it's kind of like, for me, reading through all that, that's like the setup. I think Tilda and the Yeti cop are getting their own book. Mm-hmm. Because like from both Mary and Sam's perspectives, they notice they're like looking at each other. All that happens. He's in the cell, Pierre's in the cell, and then Big Daddy Vamp, what's his name?
Eon.
I want to call him Omni. Eon comes and he's like, hello, my family, I'm here, sorry for the delay. And they all go in and start talking about things. And then he goes into Pierre's cell and basically puts him in a thrall. And he's like, he won't be a problem. And everyone's like, well, what do we do with him? And Eon's like, I'll take him. And the cop's like, what? He's like, I'm gonna rehabilitate him. He has no conscience. I'm gonna give him a conscience and then let him decide if he wants to commit suicide or live.
I read that part and I was like, what?
I know. So essentially, I think it's like insinuated that it would be like a forced suicide. But basically he's telling everybody like, once I give him a conscience, he's either gonna want to do better or he's gonna kill himself from the feelings.
Yeah.
Vibes wise. So they're like, okay, yeah, you take him then. And so he's like, I will take him, but first I'd like to spend time with my granddaughter. And I was like, ew. It's not your granddaughter. But anyway, so he and the giant and the girl head out and they all spend time together, reminiscing, telling stories. She's all like, I have a family, I have a grandpa. And then, of course, he goes, you guys are going to make such a beautiful family. Your daughter or your baby is going to be so strong. And then they're like, what baby? Fuck you. Jesus. So annoying. Anyway, so they're pregnant because Nothing has ever been proven that vampires can't have children, just that they never get pregnant with other vampires. And Sam is a virile giant and has the sperm of many. So Mary's pregnant. I'm very interested how that delivery is going to go.
Right.
Giant baby.
Giant baby.
I mean, I've been there. Anyway. So that's what happened. Did you find the ending satisfying, Tyler?
So for me, I was okay with the ending up until all of a sudden it was like, there's a baby, let's get married.
I literally wrote, of course there's a baby, ... Yeah, then he proposes and she of course wants to marry him.
Yeah.
The end.
I was like, we could have done without the baby and the engagement. And it would have been fine.
It would have been fine.
But it just was like, let's just add this on just for oomph.
Yeah. I'm curious if Tilda is like a bird shifter.
Well, yeah, because they keep talking about her feathers.
Yeah, or she's like saying that she hasn't seen her feathers and like she can't find her feathers or something, but I'm like very interested in her story.
Yeah, I'm curious.
But I was so irritated by that end scene. I was like, okay, first of all, you're like 1,000-year-old vampire. Like, you can have any connections you want, and you're calling this girl your granddaughter. Like, ew. And then she's pregnant and just conveniently, even though she has vampire senses, has no clue she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Even though she's been a moody bitch. So then Sam proposes. I did not find this ending satisfying, but I just found this book unsatisfying.
Fair.
Except for Tilda. Thought she was interesting. Would you change anything, Tyler?
No baby and engagement add-on.
I wrote, this needs so much more depth. It's so surface level.
Yeah.
I found it just so difficult.
It was clunky.
Very, like, it was just clunk.
Yeah.
Clunk. Clunk. It was like rolling a square wheel up a hill.
Yeah.
Like, it was so tough. I felt like you could have a robot voice read this. Like, Mary, and Sam fell in love. I just hated it, sorry. Did you have any favorite characters?
I did say Mary just because I did like her grow. Like, she was trying to grow in the story. And that's what I did like about her.
Your love stories.
And then I did have Eon. I want to know more about him.
Me too. I think he's getting a book because he says like...
He's sticking around.
He says like, oh, maybe I'll come stay here for a while or something.
So, Eon was in this book for this much, but I wanted to know more about him and his backstory just because he's one of the first vampires. I want to know more about him, and I thought he was interesting.
I hope this
in his
author
conversations. I think the point is Tilda. She's gonna write Tilda's story, and she's gonna write Eon's story.
Well, maybe she's getting better. Maybe I'll like those books more.
Yeah.
And I also think the single mom might get a story. The twins.
Oh yeah.
Right?
1000%.
I think so. So that I'd like that. I'd be interested in that.
Yeah. I liked them, Lori and the
kids.
two daughters.
I liked them
thought they were
a lot.
cute.
Such a sweet family. I really liked it. I thought it was cute that there was like a shy daughter. I thought they were good little snippets. I was like, okay, there's something here. I liked that.
Yeah.
The twins, I put the twins as my favorite characters. And then I wrote why, because all grown-ups suck.
That's fair.
But
Least favorite character, Pierre.
I wrote Mary.
You know what? Sure. I get it.
Yeah, she just wasn't. I'm getting real irritated with these ladies.
It's been a hardship for you this is the third book in a row where the female characters have been having a really hard time.
For me anyway. I did not. She's wearing a pink blouse at like the end of this, and like the writer writes it like, I'm wearing a pink blouse, and then somebody says, I like that blouse, and she goes, the girls gave it to me, I'm becoming quite fond of it, like in her head. And I'm like, that's not how people think, Mary. That is not how people think.
Maybe this is how Andy thinks.
Mary? Andy? Well, Andy, no, that's not how Andy thinks. I can tell you that for a fact. Andy, come on, Andy. So I had 0 favorite quotes because all I wanted to do was eat every way this book was written. Every single sentence irritated me. They were all...
Yeah. The closest thing I had is, if we string enough nows together, we have a lifetime. I thought that was kind of cute.
I'll give you that one. That is pretty adorable.
But I have nothing other than that.
The best, stupidest line is, I have a family. Throws herself into Big Daddy Vamp's arms for a hug. Like, so desperate for love, which is fine. Like, you have trauma. But, like, not believable.
Yeah.
Not believable. And then my most emotional moment was actually when they were trying to convince Tilda to, like, help them, like, in her apartment. Mm-hmm. I found that was, like, the most like, emotional scene in the book.
My favorite scene was when she was with the girls at the market.
That was cute too. I liked that a lot because the author did set it up in a way that it looked like they were gonna like judge her for being a vampire. Meanwhile, childlike wonder was like, "You're really pretty. I like your voice. Can you teach us music?"
Yeah, I loved that scene, and I felt like it gave something to the story.
Yeah.
And also, it was kind of one of those moments where Mary could be like, "Oh, they're not afraid of me."
Yeah, you're right.
And I thought that was nice. And just like, I like the family.
You're allowed to like things that I loathe.
I know.
Good. Just checking.
Okay.
I know. Just saying, it'll be nice for me.
Emotional scene. I did have Mary opening up about her past just because that was a big deal.
I think you just liked Mary.
I like, so I read this story, and the way I thought of Mary, I was connecting it to movies I'd seen before, and it was, I don't know if you ever saw it, but it's like Julia Roberts, and like she's married to an older gentleman who is like abusive, and then like she ends up running away and going to a small town, and ends up meeting.
That sounds like a great movie.
It's a good movie, but it reminded me very much of that, and that's what I connected it to.
Maybe this is what that's like based on.
It could be, but like, so Julia Roberts is with this like older, very controlling husband, and then like basically she fakes her death and goes to a small town and meets us like just like a nice like small town. I think he's a handyman or whatever. And they get together, but the ex-husband is looking for her and finds her in the small town kind of thing. It's a good movie.
Whoa.
There's a couple different movies like that. So there's that one, and then there's like a Jennifer Lopez movie that's kind of similar too. But that's what I connected it with a lot, was that movie.
Okay. I wish I had tried to connect it with something else. Everything that was like I could have found in this, I just kept getting frustrated with how it was written.
Yeah. I will say I did not like the writing. The writing was not good.
And anytime there was something I liked, it was very like difficult to get through because like even there were like maybe 3 scenes in the whole book that were written in a way that like worked for it.
Yeah.
And then everything else felt so difficult to read. It was just like, man. Deep breath. Cleansing breath. We like good things, good vibes. I did not love this book though. I gave it a 0.5/1.
I gave it a 3.5.
3.5. What is that on your scale?
I think it's basically liked it, but there were things that basically not bad, but also wouldn't necessarily recommend to a lot of people.
Oh yes, I would not recommend to anybody.
Yeah. I had it. If you really wanted to, you could read it if you were reading the Harmony Glen series. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm glad I read it so that I have like the whole series under my belt.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I read it because I am interested in Tilda's story.
Yeah.
I think I don't think this was written well as a vampire story. I don't think it was written well as a giant story. Also, his proportions kept making no sense.
It was throwing me off, I will say. Oh. So, actually, the one thing that I did like about the book is that they were both monsters.
I did like that.
I liked that they were both monsters, and we've read books where, like, the female main character's a monster, but it's like, she doesn't know she's a monster until, like, halfway through the book, and it's like, did you not realize you were a part angel this entire time? Like, it's a lot of stories like that where they're either human or they find out that they're not human partway through. And I thought that was refreshing that they were actually both monsters. I did like that.
I also like that they were both older monsters, like
Yeah.
monsters that like age a really long time.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool because like giants also age for a really long time and can like have youth for a really long time. I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
Because some monsters age normally
Yes.
and some don't, or age like humans and some don't. So I kind of thought that was cool that was that pairing.
Yeah.
I
know. I'm sorry.
don't apologize. You didn't write it.
I know.
I know you know. You didn't even pick it. It's on our list.
I feel bad that you didn't enjoy it.
You don't have to. I mean, if I didn't enjoy it, I have lots to talk about.
It's true. Yeah.
I gave it a 3 for the peppers, but I think that's the reason I didn't like it. I found many of the very descriptive scenes, like so the spicy scenes, or like even when her and Tilda first meet, it's very confusing. The author writes things in a way where I was like, what? And I had to kind of go back a couple of times and reread things to make sure I understood.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Because there were even sometimes like the scene setting. Like I thought they were in one place and then they turned out to be in another.
Yeah, that was confusing. And anything that had to do with Sam's size was confusing. Depending on like what was happening. Like if they like focused in on how much bigger he was than her, or like I was like, what? I just got confused. I had to reread quite a few scenes because of the way the writing was confused me.
Yeah. I had 3.25 for peppers.
I had 3, so it's about the same. Pretty close.
Pretty on par.
I wanted more from the biting. I thought that was cool that it like...
Yeah. I thought more would come from it. I thought maybe at one point, again, this is another thing that I thought maybe would happen, but didn't. I thought maybe because she kept talking about how she might lose control with the blood, I thought maybe she would. And then it didn't. But that she kept talking about how, like, I'm going to lose control. But I wondered if they were just saying that and then it didn't happen so that she could see herself less as a monster or something like that. But I thought maybe that there would be something going on with... Because I thought something more would happen with the blood. Yeah. But it was like the aspects of it were interesting.
I guess like the blood made her healthier, right? And virile enough to get pregnant. But like, I wish that was more like explained more and done more with it. I wish that was a thing. I also kind of like, I do kind of wish she lost control and he brings her back and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, and I think the thing that would be really cool is even if she lost control, like he doesn't like, you know, in some like vampire movies, like the vampire loses control and the person almost dies.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't because he has enough blood.
Yeah. And
like I think it'd be cool if she lost control and saw that she was still safe.
Yeah.
And it didn't affect Sam the way she thought it would because he's a giant.
Yeah. And him being like, see, I'm okay, you're okay.
You lost control, you thought you went overboard, and I'm fine.
And I'll work, and also, like, if you feel like you're having a hard time, I'll work through this with you, kind of thing. Like,
I'm a little hungry, but we're good. Like,
I do.
Now you have to feed me.
I thought something like that would happen also, yeah.
Yeah, I just think that would, like, again, it would help with, like, there's all of these little things in these books that are, like, missing character growth for the character. Like, they go into it so much how she's so terrified to lose control. And so she never loses control, which is fine.
Yeah.
But there could have been so much more depth to their relationship if she had lost control and he was okay and she was okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, see? Safe space. Nice giant boy. Love giant boy. Yeah, they love each other. They say I love you real quick.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. Well, also.
He was in love with her immediately, so that didn't really matter. But.
Also, when he confessed his love for her and she was boning him, I thought she was just doing it as a distraction.
That's how it feels.
That's what I thought was going to happen, and then she confessed her love right after. And I was like, oh, that's not what I thought was happening.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's what I mean. There was just a lot about this book that pulled me in, like, a little bit whiplashy, a little bit clunky, and at the end of it, I was just like, no, absolutely not. That's a no from me.
Incorrect.
Incorrigible. That being said, you guys can take a chance on it if you want. It's less than 200 pages. It's like 108. It's barely 100 pages.
Yeah. It says it's 117, but the last page is 108.
Yeah.
So like, it's nothing. So if you wanted to spend like a day or an afternoon,
yeah, you can read it really quickly, especially if you happen to be in like a monster vibe or you're like really into more vampire stuff. It was a no for me, and I wouldn't recommend it honestly to most people that I do know.
Yeah. Like I said, I would only recommend it if you were reading the Harmony Glen series and you want to read all the books. I wouldn't recommend it on its own.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend it. Just standalone. Excuse me. Sorry. Ooh, sorry guys. Need a coffee. Gonna have to start having hot bevies on here.
Get some cute mugs and just drink her.
Plot twisted spicy mugs coming soon.
They're in the works.
Merchandise. So we're gonna pivot and we're gonna go on to our next book,
which is, I have it here.
Yeah, she does.
So the next book we're gonna read is the third installment of the Mythic Passion series. It is of Shadow and Soul by Cleo Calloway, and it is 91 pages. It is available on Kindle Unlimited only. It has only 11 ratings. Mm-hmm. So the rating...
It's really new, you were saying, right?
Yeah, it just came out in January. And so it is 4.27 stars average rating.
Now, with her writing, that could take you anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
And so the description of Shadow and Soul by Cleo Calloway is, in the darkness, he waits unseen. In the silence, she learns the sound of her desire. Psyche is the most beloved mortal in the realm, worshipped for her beauty, desired by princes, envied by queens, but admiration is not the same as love. And when a prophecy demands she wed a monster no man dares to name, she is left alone on a mountain peak, awaiting her fate. Eros, god of love, it was never meant to fall himself. Sent to curse her, he falls for her instead, in the darkness of a palace with no escape.
Mm-hmm. You're good.
They find each other by voice, by breath, by the ache that refuses to ease. But love without sight cannot last, and trust, once broken, demands a price even gods may fear to pay. What follows is a journey through fire and shadow, where soul meets longing and love remakes them both. Yep, that's what it says. Mm-hmm. Steamy, lush, and darkly romantic of Shadow and Soul is the third novella in the Cleo Calloway Mythic Passion series, an epic of gods and mortals' desire and destiny for fans of scorching romance and myth retellings that aren't afraid of the shadows.
Yeah, I feel like they should say like lyrical, because like the way she writes is so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
The cover has a butterfly on it and flowers.
Yeah, and that one will also be a quick read with only 91 pages.
Yeah, you can easily grab that before you tune in next week or in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. So you've got 2 weeks to read it. It looks really good. I'm really excited for this one. I've read a different Psyches and Eros retelling that I loved. He was like tortured, not good enough for her. Okay. Aphrodite's like top assassin. Ooh. And Aphrodite hates her, so she sends him to kill her, but he doesn't kill her.
Is that a part of your
Neon
Gods
series? I believe so. I believe it. No, it's the other one. There's 2 series that I'm getting. I don't think it's Katie Robert. I'll find it.
Sounds good.
But it's good. I really liked it. The only thing about that is like if you don't like the dark tangents of like a guy who doesn't think he's good enough, because he really hates himself and he doesn't think he deserves her, and so like that can be annoying if you're over that.
Oh, okay.
But and that's like it. Like if you don't like that, then you won't like it. But like, I don't mind a tortured soul now and then.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, he's basically been her like evil whooping dog for a long time, right? They're gods, so.
As you do. Do you know much is this one that you're well versed in? Like this kind of the original stuff?
think so. There's a book called Mythos that I read last year that has a story of, I believe, and again, people are welcome to correct me. In this story, Eros is nobody, like, he's kind of like a monster. Like, people don't know what he is. But basically, Psyche has all these sisters, and she's the most beautiful woman, like, in the land, all this stuff. And the gods, like, demand her kind of as a sacrifice.
Okay.
So she gets put, like, on this mountain, and this monster comes and takes her. And she ends up in a castle, very Beauty and the Beast. Like, everything's alive.
Yeah.
But she never sees her, like, betrothed. So she goes to bed at night, and he shows up, and he basically says, like, don't try to look at me. And I'll give you everything. And they have, like, this really beautiful relationship, but she's never seen his face. So they, like, make love. They're happy. She's happy and in love. And she says to him, I'm lonely. I wish my sisters could be here. Meanwhile, her sisters hate her. Like, Psyche's very pure and kind. And so her sisters, he's like, he can't say no to her. He's in love with her. He doesn't want to say no to her, but he doesn't want her to know who he is, Eros. He doesn't want her to know that. So he, like, says, yep, they can come up for one visit. And what happens is during that visit, her sisters hate how rich and happy she is. Mm-hmm. So they start to manipulate her into, like, being like, well, why doesn't he let you see him? Like, if he truly loved you, he would let you look upon him. And obviously he's manipulating you, and, like, you should kill him. Like, it's like this whole twisted conversation they have. The sisters go back down, and she doesn't kill him, but what happens is like, he comes, they have their same evening together, and when he's asleep, she takes, like, a lantern, like with a candle or whatever, and she tries to see his face, and I believe what happens is, like, she gazes upon him, and he's beautiful, and she's so in love with him, and she kind of tilts the candle, and the wax drips onto his feathers, because he has wings. Mm-hmm. And it wakes him up, and he says, you'll never, like, he basically says, you betrayed me, you'll never see me again. And he disappears, and she's alone and really depressed and devastated. And years or something go by, or something happens, and I can't remember how it ends. I think they do reunite, but it's, like, very tortured. Like, she goes back down to earth, and, like, her family, like, is really angry with her, and, like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens, and then he ends up healing from the injury, because apparently the injury on his wings is really bad from the candle wax. Poor boy, I don't know. And then comes back, and she either kills herself before he finds her, or he finds her and prevents her from killing herself. I can't quite remember.
Okay.
In the lore that I read from the book Mythos. Mythos is a great quick read, because it's just a bunch of, like, recaps of these stories. And the guy who reads it he's the guy who's the voice on, like, he's, like, a really good British voiceover guy who you would know him immediately. Okay. I just can't think of it. But yeah, so that's the most recent version of it I read that was, like, the accurate mythology version. I'm sure I'm messing some detail up, but yeah, that's kind of what happens.
Cool.
So, yeah. Many of the retellings I've read now, Psyche and her sisters are not enemies. They're close. But
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll be reading that, and you'll be able to touch on it with us in 2 weeks. Outside of that, feel free to give us a like, follow, or a review. You can follow us pretty much everywhere at Plot Twist It's Spicy.
Yes.
And we will see you next week.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye!
And that's today's episode of Plot Twist It's Spicy,
where a short book once again caused long conversations.
If you love this novella,
or if you're still processing what just happened between the sheets,
make sure you follow, rate, and leave us a review,
because your validation fuels our chaos.
We'll be back with another fast read
and absolutely unhinged opinions.
Until next time, stay spicy.